All right, let's talk about a Minecraft movie. It's in theaters now. This is going to be a spoiler free review, as I know I'm behind on doing the review, and I don't really have too much to say about this movie. It's going to be going to be pretty short. All right, real quick side note. I was wanting to open this for my Minecraft movie review, and I forgot to. So we're going to do it now. I'm going to cut it into the review, and we'll get back to the review as soon as I open this. So, uh, not really sure. I don't really care about these too much, but I thought it'd be fun to open on the video. So let's check it out. Do I have to open this with my teeth? Let's see. So yeah, hold on. Let me show you. It can be any of these characters, which I again am not even super familiar with, but let me know which one you guys would have wanted. Uh, is it the pig? Which one is it? Which one is it? Look. Look. It is Great Hog. All right. Very cool. This probably would not have been my pick. I think any of the other ones would have been a little bit more fun, but it's okay. I don't mind. Did you guys get one? But let's go back to the review. But that is what I got. Anyways, back to the review. I still to this day have never played Minecraft, so I wasn't that invested in this movie. I didn't expect it to do as crazy as it did in theaters. I work at the theater, so I am experiencing everything firsthand. And I will say I probably would have given this movie a better review, and I was going to give it a better review until the director came out, Jared Hess, and in response to the crazy experiences that are happening in theaters because of a Minecraft movie, he and I can tell you some stories, and I personally know the manager who was at the one that had the live chicken brought to, and he moved to a different theater, and that ended up being the theater that had the live chicken in it, which is insane. People are getting rowdy, they're throwing popcorn, which please don't do because we have to clean it up, and you're just creating chaos, and ruining the experience for other people. Like, you can get excited, you can cheer, you can clap, but do it in a respectful tempo. Like, you don't need to get that loud, but you can still be excited. I always encourage that. But when you start throwing stuff, that is so unnecessary, and you're just creating a huge mess for somebody to clean up. Like, are you going to clean it up? No. Like, we don't come over to your place and do that, at your place and expect you to just clean it up. And just people are getting hurt and all this crazy stuff. And the director comes out and says, it's just popcorn. I don't get it. Popcorn never hurt anybody. I don't get why the cops are being called. Like, dude, you weren't there. Why don't you come and grab a broom and dustpan and help us out? Why don't you deal with the guests that are complaining and saying their kids got hit in the head with an icy or popcorn, and their kids crying, and they want some sort of help, like we're giving out passes and doing refunds and doing exchanges so people can, this crazy shit. Like, that pissed me off what the director said, and I wasn't gonna give it that good of a review, but I'm definitely not gonna give it a good review now. Again, I've never played Minecraft. Like, I never cared that much. I like Jack Black. I like Jason Momoa. I like Jennifer Coolidge. I don't blame them. I think they were still enjoyable. I think they were the most enjoyable parts of the movie, especially Jack Black. And it was silly and stupid and for kids and I didn't get any of the damn references. Why would I? I've never played the game. Um, but it definitely had some issues. Like I don't take it that seriously, but I know it has some issues with like female characters and um, how they and their how they see how they see female characters or approach to video games and stuff like that. Yeah, I just wish people were more respectful in the theater when they go and watch this film. Uh, it's hard to control. There's too many people doing it. Frankly, we don't even know what the best solution is. But if you're trying to take your kid or something, or you're expecting a peaceful experience, don't expect one. It's been overrun by this internet crowd, this young people that are just, it feels like a cult. They're like in sync doing all this stuff, saying the lines and coordinating and planning. I've dealt with like confetti bombs and like silly string, and people are shooting the gel balls. Like we've had to clean all that shit up. And it's getting us taking us longer to get the show ready for the next auditorium. It's driving me crazy. Like, just can't you just watch a movie and be excited and have fun without creating all this chaos? But sorry for ranting, but this is ridiculous. And it just, what the director said, Jared Hess, pissed me off. It pissed a lot of people off, because the disconnect between filmmakers and movie theaters is incredibly sad and depressing. You would think that filmmakers would care more about the theater workers, because that's where their goddamn movies are playing. And then with their whole spiel about, bringing the cinema back and having people, watch movies in the theater, like, show me that you actually care about these people that are actually doing what you're saying and working these theaters. I wish there wasn't such a divide. I wish the film industry was closer with the exhibitor industry. I wish the exhibitor industry was closer with the film industry. But there's just too wide of a gap, and I don't know. I even feel that way about probably some of the top people at the theaters. Don't even. Maybe they do. I feel like they have to. They have to see the complaints. It's been happening everywhere. But yeah, if you guys go see Minecraft, although I'm not really saying you should, you probably already have. But if you see it again, please be respectful and don't make a mess and don't hurt anyone. Like, have fun, clap, do your thing, but don't distract people from the experience. They didn't pay to get popcorn thrown on them, or an icy, or silly string, or confetti, or a live chicken. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyways, thank you for anyone who listened or is watching. I hope you understand. Thank you again, and stay tuned for more. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Would love to hear what you guys thought, or if you guys had a crazy experience with watching Minecraft. Let me know. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.